Bem-vindos ao Conexões pelo Mundo, o podcast da The Flow Viagens e Representações. No episódio de hoje, falaremos sobre as belezas das Ilhas Maldivas, com uma convidada muito especial, a Rose, da rede Atmosphere Core Resorts. Esse episódio é para agentes de viagens que querem oferecer experiências surpreendentes nas Maldivas aos seus clientes e também para os viajantes que estão buscando por um destino incrível na sua próxima viagem. So, thank you, Rose, to be with us today. So tell us a little bit about the Atmosphere Core and your role in the company.
First of all, I'm very happy to be here and I'm glad to be doing this project with you, of course. So again, my name is Rose. I am from the Maldives, from Paradise. And I am here to represent Atmosphere Core, a hospitality company that is based in the Maldives. And we are managing a total of 9 different resorts under 3 different, very distinct brands. So we have the Ozen collection. We have Atmosphere Hotels and Resorts and Oblu, or Colors of Oblu. So we have sales team members and representatives that are strategically located in different parts of the world. And of course, one of that is being here in Brazil. And my role is to bring the Maldives here, our brand here, and of course to collaborate with the Flow Connections so that we can just make that happen. So like I said earlier, I represent 5 resorts. So I'm bringing that 5 properties here, namely Ozen Reserve Bolifushi, Ozen Life Maadhoo, Varu by Atmosphere, Oblu Select Lobigli, and Oblu Select Sangeli. So I'm very excited.
Great. It's very good to be partner with Atmosphere Core. And tell us a little bit about the differences between these 3 brands, Oblu, Ozen, and Varu.
Actually, they're all very, very distinct. I would say that all 5 resorts actually cater to different requirements and different experiences that a Brazilian traveler would or is looking for. So firstly, Ozen Reserve Bolifushi and Ozen Life Maadhoo really appeals to clients or guests that are looking for a high-end, luxurious stay, more personalized, more bespoke experiences. And then, of course, we have Varu by Atmosphere, which is, by the way, quite familiar in the Brazilian market already.
Yes.
So Atmosphere Hotels and Resorts, specifically Varu by Atmosphere, we get our inspiration from the Maldivian culture. So any Brazilian traveler that wants to really deep dive into the cultural and the heritage of the Maldives is very much welcome to Varu. And we have different kinds of experiences, of course, that can cater to what they're looking for. And then we have Oblu Select Lobigli, which is an adults-only resort. So this is perfect for honeymooners, for a romantic getaway. And then lastly, Oblu Select Sangeli. So Oblu Select Sangeli and Oblu Select Lobigli, they appeal more towards modern travelers looking for modern and vibrant and chic holiday. So this, out of the 5 resorts, I'm very proud to say that we have very unique selling points, such as the underwater restaurants in 2 of our resorts, Ozen Life Maadhoo and Oblu Select Lobigli. So not a lot of resorts in the Maldives have that, but we have 2 in our resort. So
that's amazing. And what kind of travelers? You told a little bit about this, but each resort is for like only honeymooners or only families, or all can attend everybody?
Actually, all our properties cater to different kinds of travelers, but specifically for the Brazilian market, I would say that a lot of Brazilians really love to travel more for honeymoon, more for a romantic getaway, and all 5 resorts can certainly cater to that. We have different kinds of experiences that Brazilian travelers would like to have. So from curated and soothing, relaxing spa treatments to dining in our under ocean restaurants to different kinds of experiences from enjoying sunset cruises, excursions. So we have a lot of different options for them, but specifically Brazilian clients that are looking for high-end luxury resort. We have the Ozen collection, more experiencing the Maldives, the cultural aspect of the Maldives, we have Varu by Atmosphere. And then, of course, more for young travelers, more for couples, more for adults only, we have also the Oblu resorts. So we have everything.
Yeah, it's great. That's great for all type of desires and profile. So, Rose, what are some unique experiences you can offer in each property?
So actually, in all our resorts, every guest gets to experience the Maldives in a very effortless and a luxurious way. So with our very generous all-inclusive plan, or we call them the holiday plan, everything is actually taken care of. So from relaxing spa treatments to excursions, sunset cruises, and even exploring the island and the natural beauty of the Maldives. I would say that based on what I've already mentioned earlier, one of the true highlight that we have is, of course, different kinds of dining experiences. So, of course, we have the 2 under ocean or underwater restaurants in 2 of our resorts, Ozen Life, Maadhoo, and then Oblu Select Lobigli. And then we also have different kinds of, or the guests can also experience different kinds and different ranges of overwater villas. This is something that really and truly appeals to the Brazilian traveler because they love overwater villas. So we have different options in all 5 resorts, both the overwater and villa with a pool or without the pool. And of course, I would say that what truly stands out for us is be able to really showcase what a Maldivian hospitality, that warmth, welcoming hospitality that we have in the Maldives. So yes, we have everything in the Maldives. So what our all-inclusive plan really encompasses is a hassle-free experience from the transportation. Not a lot of the resorts in the Maldives actually include transportation in their all-inclusive plan, but we have that, not only in the 5 properties, but basically in all 9 resorts. So this is a part of our concept, which is the joy of giving, that transportations are already included. So it's really hassle-free, very easy. What that means for the Brazilian traveler is that it's very simple, very easy, and hassle-free. They don't have to think about anything. And what it means for our partner is that it's a very easy sell for them. And just the coordination is very simple. So yes, we have everything.
Yeah, it's amazing. So in terms of gastronomy, we know that Maldives is known as the high-end gastronomy experience. So you told that in 2 of the resorts we have the underwater restaurants. So besides that, which other gastronomic experiences we can have?
So in Atmosphere Core, our properties, food is not just a part of, the experience. It's the heart of it. I mean, you are traveling 28 hours, 24 hours to a destination that is located in the island. And I would say that food is one of the most important experiences that we can offer to our client. And of course, our all-inclusive plan is really designed to elevate the experience in terms of gastronomy and different kinds of cuisine. So from dining under the underwater in our underwater restaurants. And of course, we also showcase most definitely the Maldivian cuisine. So in all our resorts, we have, we showcase the Maldivian cuisine, the South Asian cuisine, which includes Indian and Sri Lankan cuisine. And of course, in one of our property, Varu by Atmosphere, we have a progressive Maldivian restaurant. So one of our key unique selling point, because very few in the resorts in the Maldives actually offer or has a Maldivian restaurant. And we have a very award-winning restaurant in Varu, which is called Kage. And a lot of our clients really look forward to staying in this resort to experience Kage itself. So that alone is something that we can really be proud of. In Ozen Life Maadhoo, we also have an outlet that also showcases the Maldivian cuisine. And aside from that, we also have Arabic Mediterranean cuisine. We showcase European cuisine. So we have flavors around the world, basically. And, it's not only standard international cuisine, but each of our properties really showcase very unique flavors that can appeal to a lot of our clients.
Seems delicious.
Yes, and one day you will experience it, pretty much.
For sure. So in terms of the all-inclusive concept of all the properties, what's the differences Atmosphere Corp provides in terms of how inclusive in comparison of the other properties?
I would say that it's our all-inclusive plan is really well thought of. Like I mentioned earlier, so every experiences that a traveler is hoping to have or hoping to experience in a Maldivian property is already included in our all-inclusive plan. So our holiday plans in Ozen Reserve Bolifushi, we call them reserve plan. In Ozen Life Maadhoo, we call it indulgence plan. You literally indulge. And then in Varu, we have it as the Varu plan. In Oblu Select Lobigli, we call it Lobi plan. And in Oblu Select Sangeli, we call it Serenity Plan. So all of them is basically covering the transportation. So the moment you arrive, it's already included, as well as your departure. It includes spa treatments. It includes the unique dining experiences without any hidden cost. It includes different kinds of excursions, such as snorkeling excursion, even sunset cruises and sunset fishing as part of the all-inclusive plan. And of course, we offer snorkeling equipment. So there's a lot of things that's included, not only the premium beverages, not only the food, but the different kinds of experiences that a traveler would like to experience. So what happens for them is that when they depart from the resort, there's no extra bill for them. Everything is included. They have experienced what they need to experience. Relaxation for the spa, exploring the underwater world with different kinds of excursions that we have, amazing food experiences, the premium beverages that we offer in all our resorts. So yes, we have everything included in the plan and without any extra cost.
Okay, good. So in terms of sustainability, it's a theme that is growing between travelers. So can you tell us about the eco-friendly initiatives that the resorts can offer or they are doing nowadays in the resorts?
Yeah, so actually in Atmosphere Core, sustainability isn't just something that we talk about, it is something that we live by. So we are very committed into a lot of sustainable efforts in all our properties and in the Maldives as a whole. So all our resorts, all 9 properties, and of course the 5 resorts that we represent are all Green Globe certified. So it really showcases how our real commitment is into a lot of protecting the environment, for example, and supporting the local communities. So what we do in our resorts is that, first of all, we are using solar power in our resorts to have energy saving systems. And then we ensure to hire local talents in the resort to really keep the Maldivian culture alive. And then we also reduce the use of single-use plastic in the resort. So when our guests, our travelers come to our properties, they will either not see or barely see any single-use plastic in our resort. So we have this program in place. And of course, we share different kinds of tips to our guests on how to ensure that they can also participate in all our efforts in saving the marine life, for example, or the coral reefs when they're swimming around our reefs in the resort. And then all our properties, we have marine biologists. So they are in charge of ensuring that our marine and ecological efforts are really in place for the properties. For example, in Sangeli or in Oblu Select Lobigli and the rest of our resorts, we have coral propagation and we plant corals. So Maldives is giving us a lot, and I think it is our responsibility to ensure that we give back into the beautiful environment that we have in our resorts. And of course, as a company, we also partner with local communities through Atmosphere Foundation to ensure that we continue to keep the culture alive in our properties.
Great.
Yeah.
I saw that around the Oblu Sangeli, we have many corals. So we have, like Sangeli, it's one of the best resorts for diving, right? For snorkeling. Do you have these kind of corals close to the resorts in another properties as well?
Yes. So Sangeli is also in a very beautiful location where we have really nice and beautiful dive sites, and then accessible from the island we have a coral, I would say a coral garden. So apart from the natural coral garden that we already have in the island, our marine biologists, there are two of them, actually it has a project that is propagating and planting coral. So we're doing a lot of coral restorations in place, and not only in Sangeli, but we do this in Ozen Life Maadhoo and Ozen Reserve Bolifushi, in Varu by Atmosphere, and even in Oblu Select Lobigli. And then what our team is doing now is that we are upcycling a lot. So what we do is that when our team is in the ocean, they sometimes see nets around the resort. So in the Maldives, it's not allowed to fish using the net, right? So sometimes these are coming from other countries. It gets washed into the Maldives. And what we do as a company is that we are upcycling those nets that are found in the ocean, and we make them into bracelets. And then we sell them at a very reasonable cost. So what happens is that the profit that we get out of it goes back into our marine conservation efforts. So the nets that are found in the ocean is quite dangerous for a lot of marine animals because they get trapped in it. And if the marine, like turtles, for example, juvenile fish that gets trapped into the nets. So if they're not able to get out of that, then obviously they die. So what our team is doing now is when they find that, they of course save the marine animals, and then we upcycle them.
Yeah.
So then they get something that's a gift or a memento from the resort when they travel back to their country.
Yeah, it's amazing. Very nice initiatives. So you told us that Varu implements a lot the Maldivian culture in the experience. We have also this, the local culture in the other resorts?
Yes, we have. So although actually Varu gets its inspiration from the Maldivian culture, Varu, the word itself, actually means life in abundance, strength, and resilience. That's a Maldivian word. The restaurants that we have in the resort, they're all based from Maldivian words. For example, Kage, which is our unique progressive Maldivian restaurant, means a dining hall in Divehi. And then we have an overwater restaurant we call Nu, which literally means blue. And that's because you're surrounded by the blue water. So it's a unique experience. But other than that, in Ozen Life Maadhoo, in Ozen Reserve Bolifushi, in Oblu Select Lobigli, and Oblu Select Sangeli, we also have different kinds of activities where the guests can really experience the Maldivian culture. So, for example, we showcase the Maldivian cuisine in our restaurants. We ensure that this is something that our guest gets to experience. We have theme nights as well, where we truly showcase that cuisine and the South Asian cuisine being in the Indian Ocean for our guests. And then our guests, when they arrive to the resort, they get welcomed by a Buduberu performance. So what a Buduberu means, it's big drums in English. So this is a very traditional entertainment, a welcoming experience for the guest as well. So then they can already feel the culture. And then different kinds of activities as well. For example, if it's Eid holidays after the Ramadan, we have a lot of unique celebrations within the culture, and then we celebrate that involving a lot of our guests. So we do different kinds of activities so that we ensure that our guests gets really immersed in the Maldivian culture.
Okay, very good. So, what are your advice for the travel agents or tour operators to sell better the properties, the different properties, the main selling points?
Yeah, so even if they're all all the 5 resorts are under Atmospheric Core. They are very, very unique, each of them. For example, if a guest is looking for a hassle-free, luxurious experience, bespoke, really personalized, high-end experience, we have the Ozen collection. So that's Ozen Reserve Bolifushi and Ozen Life Maadhoo. We have very spacious villas, beautiful overwater villas. Even in Ozen Reserve Bolifushi, we have overwater villas that have the slide. So it's a lot of, it's very Instagrammable, but it's a very unique experience for our guests. For example, gastronomy is amazing. In Oblu Select Lobigli, it's an adults-only island. So if a guest is looking for more boutique-style property, more quiet, and really just adults, this is the perfect resort for them. Guests that are looking for a modern experience, more chic, vibrant, more active, I would recommend Oblu Select Sangeli. So we have the best of both worlds in this resort because we cater to families, but at the same time we have a separate island that is also adults only. And of course, Varu by Atmosphere, which a lot of our Brazilian clients love, really gets its inspiration from the Maldivian culture. So they are all very, very different, very distinct, very unique. But at the same time, we offer the same concept of a hassle-free, easy, and premium all-inclusive package that gives a lot of our travelers peace of mind when they're traveling. You're traveling from Brazil all the way to the Maldives, quite far, and being in an isolated island. So you have a lot of privacy, but also sometimes it gives confusion or maybe hesitation for the guest to travel, not knowing what is included. But the all-inclusive plan has everything for them. So then when they travel, they just go in, enjoy their holiday, relax, and then they go back, and then they have an amazing experience.
And Rose, what's the trends or the main preferences you receive from the Brazilian travelers?
Actually, in the last couple of years, we have really observed that there is a growing interest for the Brazilian market into the Maldives, and this is why I'm here, because I want to bring those properties, our 5 resorts, into the Brazilian market. Maldives is it's a very beautiful country, and it's not something that you just see, you feel it when you are there. In the last couple of years, we've noticed that more and more Brazilian travelers are coming to the Maldives. In the last year, we have noticed a bit of a drop in the arrivals. However, Brazil remains to be within the top 30 nationality. So it's a key market for us, and this is why I'm here. For the Brazilian markets, we've noticed that they really love traveling and staying in the overwater villa. We have seen a lot of trends where it's mainly for couples, more romantic getaway for them. Rightly so, because it's a beautiful romantic place. And we have noticed as well that a lot of Brazilians really like to experience different kinds of things, different kinds of restaurants, for example, different kinds of cuisine, and we offer all of that, and it's all part of our all-inclusive plan. And I think that whether they choose Varu by Atmosphere, Oblu Select Lobigli, or Ozen Life Maadhoo, they will definitely experience the best of everything within the all-inclusive plan. And of course, the beautiful surroundings, the beautiful turquoise water is a given, and the white sand beach, yes.
Yes, very nice. So in terms of the season, we have any specific best season to go, or we can visit all over the year? What do you say?
Actually, what I love about Maldives is that it's really an amazing place to visit all year round. So there isn't really any specific season, I would say, that it's best to go. It really depends on what our guest is looking for, to be honest, because we are a tropical paradise. We are a tropical country. So between May and September, usually this is the rainy season. It does rain, but it is very sunny a lot of times. So you don't feel like it is the wet weather. With May to September being the wet season, it's actually the best time in terms of the price. So this is when we have lower rates in general in the Maldives. And of course, if they're looking for something with a drier season, it's best to travel between January until April. Of course, this is normally the higher season, but then we have different kinds of promotions year-round that can really cater to the guests and, of course, provide value in what they pay for. So all year round, except maybe for festive season like the Christmas and New Year, we have different kinds of offers and promotions in place. So it's really value for money.
And Rose, we are in the end of our conversation. So what's your last message or recommendation for who would like to experience Maldives and for the travel agents who would like to offer the destination to the clients?
I think Maldives is not just a destination. It's a very unique place to experience and to visit. And I would say, my friend used to say this: we need to visit Maldives while we still have teeth because we have to smile in the photos, right?
Right.
So I think
Very
that's
good.
one way to say it. It's a beautiful destination, a beautiful country, and our resorts offer really well-crafted experiences, all-inclusive plan, dining options, premium experiences for our guests. And I think that it's a very easy sell.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it's a little bit difficult to travel because it's quite far, but it's all worth it. I would say that traveling that far is all worth it. And you're in for a really good ride with the Maldives. So yeah, anyone who likes to sell our resorts, I mean, please feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to reach out to D-Flow Connections. We are here to support everyone. And yes, visit the Maldives while you still have teeth to smile in the photos.
Very good. So Rose, thank you very much to be here with us, showing a little bit more about the Maldives and the atmosphere core universe. It's very, very nice to understand better and to know more details about the properties. E aos nossos ouvintes, se você é agente de viagens, essa é a hora de oferecer os resorts Atmosphere Core e o destino Maldivas aos seus clientes. Se você é um viajante, é o momento de sonhar e embarcar para as Ilhas Maldivas, viver todas essas experiências que nós compartilhamos aqui. Esse foi o Conexões pelo Mundo, especial Ilhas Maldivas. Embarque com a gente nos próximos episódios.